Namaskar, hello and welcome to CIET NCERT's special live phone-in program of webinar on ICT Tools. My name is Tanvi Khurana, and in this program, we are going to discuss the topic Cyber Safety Connect with Care. We all need to be aware of the hacking process, and we need to be safe when we are online. This is an online training going on where we are discussing social media for education, and so far we have discussed integration of Twitter, YouTube and Facebook on education. So this is a 5-day training, and today is the last day, and there will be a post-session activity. Towards the end of the session, I'll be explaining about it, and you are going to get a certificate out of it if you score 70% from the quiz you will be participating in. So that we'll talk about towards the end of this session, but right now let me introduce you to our today's expert, and he is Dr. Rakshit Tandon. Welcome, sir.
Thank you so much.
Sir is the head of the Training's Cyber Peace Foundation and director at Hacker Shala. So sir is going to take the cyber safety aspect in this particular program. If you have any questions, any queries, please feel free, do not hesitate, and send us your queries on our email ID, which is helpdesk, which is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. I repeat, the email ID is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. If you want to call us, the number is 8800440559. You're watching us live on PM eVidya channel number 6 to channel number 12, and also on our YouTube channel NCERT Official. In the live chat box, you can write down your questions, queries and share them with us. So there are various mediums through which you can connect with us and participate in this particular program. So let's begin this discussion, and I would like to ask sir, what is the safety aspect that you are going to share with our viewers today?
So I'll be talking about cyber safety in whole, as we have learned social media and social media tools which can be used positively in education. So we have to understand the cyber safety aspect of it. We will understand how do we protect our digital entities. We will understand how can we protect ourselves from various threats which are emerging on these popular social media tools, and what are the safety, security and privacy features, and how do we implement those features. And then also we will understand the aspect of the ongoing financial frauds and scams a little bit, and then we will focus on the redressal part and the law part of it. So this is in wholesome what we will be covering today.
Okay, so shall we begin, sir? I can see you have made a presentation for our viewers. Let's begin with that.
Both notes, it will be in presentation also, and I'll be typing in some points on my screen as well as a whiteboard wherever required.
Sure. So shall we begin?
Yeah, sure. We'll start.
Yes, sir.
Thank you. So, Namaskar viewers, I am Dr. Rakshit Tandon, and I'll be guiding you today to the cyber safety aspect. How do we connect with care? And as we all understand that internet is an amazing tool, and in the last 4 or 5 days we have learned how positively we can connect with social media tools like Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, etc. And what are the threats and how do we protect ourselves? So you already know about me. What are the threats? Today, when we look at cyber safety as a space, ransomware, data breaches, people are hacking into our phones and cloud. There are issues of cyber bullying, stalking, fake news, harassment online, and there are some financial frauds also involved when we look at these tools. So let's understand one by one. Ye ransomware kya hai? It's basically we don't follow cyber hygiene. Now what is cyber hygiene? When I am getting an unknown anonymous mail with an attachment or a link, or I am downloading some software from a unauthorized, unverified source. This virus, this malware might attack my computer, kidnap all my data, and then ask ransom from me. He will say that if you want your important data back, you have to pay me ransom. So, whoever we all are now digitally connected. All our work is on the digital medium, whether it is on my remote hard disk or it is in my cloud. All our data are interconnected through servers, and we are storing important information. I am in the education department. I have my notes, I have my assignments, I have my assessments, I have my question papers. So much of data we are creating with various tools, MS Office, Word, Excel, PowerPoint. And one fine day I open my laptop and it is locked. I only see one message from the hacker saying that now you pay me some ransom, otherwise we will not give your data back. All my data is encrypted, and so this threat is called ransomware. We have to be very careful on clicking on unknown attachments or downloading unauthorized softwares. Now there is another very serious threat in the cyberspace which we all are facing on a day-to-day basis. Data breach. Due to lack of cyber security, a lot of applications which we consume on a daily basis, हम जो रोज इस्तेमाल करते हैं, मैं एयरलाइन इस्तेमाल करता हूँ, I do online shopping for apps, I purchase my groceries, I purchase so many things online, and when I do this, all that information, data which I am generating is stored in their computers. But if their application and computer is not safe, then suddenly one fine day we read in the newspaper that an attack took place and your data is breached, and now that data is in public domain. And that data can be misused by the hackers as a weapon, because now they know so many things about us. So we have to be very, very careful of protecting our digital identities. Then we all are working with mobiles, iPads or laptops, and today most of our data, it goes stored into the cloud. For example, I have an Android phone. Now in my Android phone, whatever I do, I generate contacts, messages, I have photographs, I talk to people, I use mobile apps, I store my login information. All this data automatically synchronizes to my cloud. And my cloud is connected to my identity, that is my email address. With my email address, my Android phone is running. We call it the Play Store ID. If I have an Apple phone, I call it the Apple ID. And all my private data which I generate, the photographs, documents, passwords, everything gets synchronized, equate with my cloud. And this is only protected with my ID and password. Now imagine somebody hacks. How do they hack? We will learn in the coming time. But if they hack, for example, now the hacker knows my password. He can get into my cloud. He can access my private data. So these are the kind of threats we are facing when we go online. And then you must have heard a lot of incidences, especially when we talk about children. Somebody is bullying me online, somebody made a fake account, somebody is harassing me, somebody is not talking to me properly, he's misusing my pictures. So these are the threat levels we face when we go on these applications. And then these hackers, their also main motive is financial gain. So they try to cheat us by making some fake advertisement, fake call, asking for an OTP, or cheating us with a fake pop-up saying that you are a lucky winner of a free iPhone or an iPad or something like this. So these are the threat vectors we are talking about. So let's start with the first concept of email. Why I am calling it a digital identity? My dear friends, when you go in the cyber ecosystem, how do you get identified? Today, I am a teacher, I open my Facebook account. How will I open my Facebook account? I need an email address, right? Then with that same email, I want to open an Instagram account. So I go to Instagram. Then I open a Twitter account, a Snapchat account, a YouTube channel. I might give this email to my bank. I might use some online wallet, or right now I can use a Zoom for an online class. Everything is focused on my email. And dear, with this email only, we are running my Android phone or creating an Apple ID. So you can now understand that why this small little thing called email is very, very important. And we need to protect our digital identity. So what does these bad people do? Suppose the bad people hacks my email ID. Now he has done identity theft. He can get into my Facebook. He can send messages to my friends, he can remove all my content, or he can damage me indirectly. So protecting my email becomes my first priority. अभी मैंने आपको बताया, there are incidences of data breaches which are happening. So it is very important that only password is not going to protect us. That is to be made very clear now. The time is when our identities were protected by sort of only passwords. So the time is old now. You cannot rely only on a password. So today we learn that if I want to protect my email first, so that nobody gets unauthorized access to my phone, nobody can compromise my social media handles like Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, I stay protected. The answer is very, very simple, dear friends. It is how to protect. We call it the two-step verification. This same word is also called as two-factor authentication. What does it mean? मेरी आईडी अब दो चाबियों से खुलेगी, सिर्फ एक चाबी से तो कोई खोल ही नहीं सकता. इसे हमें enable करना है. I have to enable this. So for example, I'm sitting on my mobile. I go to this button called settings. I go to my Google account. There you can see my Gmail account. I say manage your Google. So first thing I have to say is I want to manage my Google account. Then I select security from the top, and in security you will find this option. What is it called? Two-step verification. Now what does this mean? Then the moment I switch it on, it will give you 4 or 5 options. The first option it gives you is sign in. Now what is the sign in option? मतलब मेरे पास एक अलर्ट आएगा मेरे डिवाइस पे. I will tell Google that these are the 2 phones I have. आप इस पे एक अलर्ट भेजोगे. So suppose somebody else tries to enter my password. So I will get an alert. Somebody from so and so location, from so and so internet address is entering in your Gmail. Do you want to allow him? Yes or no? For example, if it is me, I will say yes. But if it is not me, I will say no. So this is one option, double authentication. The second option is the best and the safe. I receive a code, OTP code on my device, only on my device. So today I am not in my office. I have gone to NCRT office. In NCRT, I am sitting on another computer. I want to open my Gmail. The moment I open my Gmail with my password, it will not open. It will send a code to my phone. I will enter that code, then only I will get access. Now students will think that in school phones are not allowed. I can't take my phone to the school. And in my school, if I want to open my Gmail, because Rakshit Tandon said that you should always have a double authentication, I have kept 2-step on, but now I am handicapped. मेरी तो आईडी खुलेगी नहीं स्कूल में, क्योंकि स्कूल में तो टीचर ने क्लास में फोन अलाउ नहीं किया मेरे को. मेरा फोन तो घर पे रखा है, और अब मेरा ओटीपी कहाँ आएगा? तो students and listeners, you have a wonderful option in this 2-step verification which is called backup codes. I will invoke that option, backup codes. It will give you a pre-printed codes. आप उसका screenshot ले लो, छोटा सा पर्ची बना के रख लो, keep it safe, don't share it with anyone. और कभी आप ऐसी जगह फंस जाएं where you don't have a phone, no network, I am in a flight, I am in a foreign country, my SIM card is not working, the network is jammed, but I want to open my Gmail. In that case, that backup code will help you. So the first point we have learned is to protect my digital identity, क्योंकि हमारा सारा काम ही यहाँ से शुरू होता है. हम Facebook पे ईमेल से खोलते हैं, Instagram ईमेल से खोलते हैं, Twitter ईमेल से खोलते हैं, YouTube चैनल ईमेल से बनाते हैं, अपनी क्लासेस ईमेल से लेते हैं, और अगर कोई हमारा ईमेल ही गड़बड़ कर दे तो बड़ी दिक्कत है. तो इसलिए हमने सबसे पहले अपने ईमेल को प्रोटेक्ट कर लिया. सेम अगर मैं एप्पल यूजर हूं, नाउ आई एम टॉकिंग ऑफ आईफोन्स बिकॉज देयर इज अ परसेंटेज, a lot of people who have an Apple phone. No problem. I go to my settings in my Apple phone. I go to my Apple ID. In Apple ID, you will see this option, password and security. And there again, I have this option, two-factor authentication. I will always turn it on. So now if somebody is trying to open my Apple ID, it will send me a verification code on my screen. Until and unless I enter this code, Nobody can enter. So even if the hacker knows my password, I am still safe. So this is the first very important cyber safety aspect of protecting yourself and your digital identity. क्योंकि हमें खतरा जब होता है जब कोई हमारा गूगल क्लाउड या आई क्लाउड खोल के बैठ जाए. अरे वो तो पूरी जासूसी कर सकता है. Whatever photo I am taking वो उसको दिखाई देगा, सेल्फी उसको दिखाई देगा, मैसेजेस क्यों? क्योंकि our phones are always getting synchronized to the cloud. So this is the first important lesson today, that I will always have a double factor authentication. Now there are some incidences of social media we need to connect with. We have stalking, fake accounts, bullying, scams, all kind of issues. How do these hackers initiate? अब हमें पता भी तो होना चाहिए कि ये बदमाशी करते कैसे हैं. So सबसे पहले हमें इंटरनेट की एक सबसे पहली थ्रेट को समझना है, and that threat is called phishing. Now what is this phishing? I will get a similar look-alike email. Suppose I am having a channel on Facebook. Day before I got a complaint, somebody's Facebook, Instagram got hacked. And that's a very popular person and they have millions of followers and all. So we immediately contacted Instagram, and with the help of Instagram, their account was recovered. But why did that happen? Because they were not aware. Today, through this channel, you will get aware that if somebody sends you such an email, dear Facebook user, please update your account for better security, and press the update button. Don't only click on this. First, check the email address. What is the email address? Whether this is right or wrong. So if you are getting some email from a Gmail ID, Facebook will never write an email from Gmail ID. Or they might send you a scary inbox message. Oh my God, I just saw your video online. Now I got scared, which video? And I clicked on this button. You know what will happen? A similar looking ditto website of Facebook will open. Now I'm scared, so I will just enter my ID and password and I press the login button. Are you looking at the spelling carefully? Look at the spelling. It is 00kk.com. It is the wrong spelling. This is not the right spelling of Facebook, and that is where we are tricked. If I don't look at the URL, we call it the URL. ये जो ऊपर एड्रेस पे आता है, it is called URL. What is it? Uniform Resource Locator. For always check the URL, and if you don't, got into trouble. Then there are four very important aspects of protecting your social media. You want Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, Twitters, all are amazing. Just remember the four pillars. One is security. How do I protect my account from these hackers? They can send me a phishing link. They can put a virus in my computer. So we will learn how to secure all these accounts so that nobody in future can hack my identity. Second thing is privacy is also important. Now it depends upon my work. If I am doing a public work, all my content is in public. I'm a content creator. I have a YouTube channel. I want more and more people to listen to me. So I have no privacy. I'm a public figure. I am a child. I am a school student, and I use social media for connecting with friends and family. So in that case, I need to be very careful about my privacy. What to show, what not to show. Then there is something called safety. All these platforms, they come with a very robust framework for safety and security. What is that? Blocking, that is one issue. You block. The second option is reporting. You report the content. And my dear friends, when you report, they will not come to know that who and why they are being reported. Action will be taken against them. So suppose they are posting something wrong, you can report. Suppose they are making a fake account. That is a very common problem these days. Impersonation. So somebody becomes Rakshit Tandon with my face and starts sending messages to people. I am in trouble. Please help me. Give me some money. First of all, don't immediately trust like this. Call your friend and confirm whether actually he needs help or not. Because these days, a lot of impersonated profiles are being created. A lot of fake profiles बना लेते हैं और बनाने के बाद हम लोगों को बेवकूफ भी बना देते हैं। तो सेफ्टी इज वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट। कोई आपको परेशान कर रहा है, कोई आपको गलत तरह के मैसेजेस भेज रहा है, उसकी एक ही लैंग्वेज से हमें समझ में आ जाता है ये ठीक नहीं है। डोंट रिटेलिएट। ऊपर लिखा होगा ब्लॉक, ब्लॉक के नीचे लिखा होगा रिपोर्ट, करके आपका काम कंप्लीट। ये चीज है जिस पे सच्ची में हम सबको फोकस करना चाहिए, और आप लोग कर भी रहे हैं। इस पूरे 4 और 5 डेज की ट्रेनिंग का उद्देश्य यही था कि हम इस सोशल मीडिया को एक पावरफुल और हैप्पी टूल बनाए सबके लिए। तो वेल बीइंग कहते हैं, मतलब वी शुड यूज सोशल मीडिया फॉर मीनिंगफुल इंटरेक्शंस, फॉर गुड हैप्पी वीडियोस, रादर देन शेयरिंग रॉन्ग और बैड कंटेंट. So we have to be very careful about what content are we sharing and all. Then now comes the security aspect. So let's start with a very popular tool, Facebook. मुझे अपना Facebook अकाउंट सुरक्षित करना है, तो देखिए साहब, मैं अपनी Facebook की सेटिंग्स में जाऊंगा. सेटिंग्स में एक वर्ड लिखा होता है सिक्योरिटी एंड लॉगिन. व्हाट इज इट कॉल्ड? सिक्योरिटी एंड लॉगिन. इसमें दो चीजें बड़ी अच्छी होती हैं, ये हमारे हर अकाउंट के लिए है. एक, it always tell you your login alert position. Now what is login alert? Where, from which device and what time I am getting in. Suppose I am Rakshit Tandon, I only have one phone which is called Apple phone. It is showing that yes, Rakshit Tandon is with iPhone, you are logged in from iPhone, you are from Delhi and you are active right now. But I get scared when I see 2 hours ago somebody got into my account from a OnePlus. Oh my god, this is not me. So immediately I will press these 3 dot button and log out from here and immediately change my password. So students and listeners, it is very important to always have an eye on your login alerts. Always keep an eye on your login alert. It will tell you who, which device, from which location is trying to access your account. If it is me, well enough, very good, you are safe. This is my iPhone, this is my OnePlus, no tension. But if I see something written here, somebody from Guwahati got into my account and I have not been to Guwahati recently, or somebody from Chandigarh with a Samsung. First of all, I am not in Chandigarh. Second, I don't have a Samsung. So these things will immediately trigger a reaction. I will remove this device from here and I will change my password. And as all of you can see, we have a wonderful option called two-factor authentication. What have I done? I have turned it on. Now again the same story, double authentication. Even if some hacker steals my password by cheating me, he cannot get into my Facebook because my Facebook is doubly protected. So protecting our social media becomes very important in this so-called era of cyber crimes, where every day you are listening so many cases and problems are happening. So we should be very much aware of protecting our identity. The same goes with Instagram. Instagram is very popular these days. So what do? Friends, number one, I open my settings on Instagram. I look for this option, two-factor authentication, and I turn it on. Also, you can see in Instagram, there is an option, emails from Instagram. So there only you will get the messages from Instagram if they want to send you. No Instagram is contacting you on direct messages, and no Instagram is sending you mails. If they are sending you mails, it will be here in your settings. And there is one more beautiful thing. We can do a comment control on Instagram. Who can comment on my picture? Everyone, my friends, my followers. And there is one filter also. I don't like offensive comments. They bother me a lot. So I turn it on. The moment I turn this filter on, automatically bad things will hide from my profile. They will not bother me. And it is your choice. If you are a closed account, you can make a private account. And if you are a blogger, a teacher, you can always have a public account. So these are the security settings on Instagram to be followed to protect your identity. Now one very important tool we are using these days is WhatsApp. And WhatsApp is again a communication method and a trusted method of communication used by a lot of people and a lot of students as well. So here also you go with the option number 1, privacy, and number 2, security. So the first thing I do is I always add a 2-step verification to my WhatsApp account. Now nobody in future can hack my WhatsApp. I don't know how many of you heard, there are a lot of hackers who try to call you and they say that I want some OTP or something because we want to verify you or something, and then they try to hack into your WhatsApp account. So to protect my WhatsApp account, again I go to my settings, I have an option called account, and there I have this 2-step verification. I just enable it, and once I enable this means it has a 6-digit special password. Nobody can compromise my WhatsApp account. And then the privacy, again your choice, my choice. Who can see my photo? I'm a public figure, everyone can see my photo. I'm a student, no, only my contacts can see my photo. My friends can see my photo. So these are the 2 very important things to be covered in a social media account. And in WhatsApp you have this wonderful added feature called groups. Who can check my groups? Only my contacts. Nobody from outside can add you in a group. And I have a fingerprint lock or a screen lock on my WhatsApp. So even if my phone is kept idle, nobody else can just put a finger on my WhatsApp account and start seeing my messages. Nobody can do that. They need my fingerprint or my face lock. So these are the safety and security features which we cover in very important in social media tools like Facebook, Instagram, and Android, and your WhatsApp. How do these hackers, they try to cheat you? They have recently started making these fake pages. They make this logo of a Facebook, they make a logo of Instagram, they send you a message, a very scaring message. Your account is reviewed. If you don't fulfill the appeal within 48 hours, we will be deleting. If you think it is a mistake, please fill up this form. And in this form, they will ask your ID and password. I'm sorry, this message has not come from Instagram. Similarly, this notification has not come from Facebook. Please look at the URL. Facebook has only one URL, FACEBOOK.com. Instagram has only one website, Instagram.com. That's it. And now what is written here? Page safety unblocking.cu.vu blah blah blah. Wrong. Business for channel.ml something. Wrong. Nothing to do with Instagram. Be very careful. A lot of people, they get their accounts compromised because they give it to the hacker. They give their ID and password to the hacker. And you know what these hackers do? After that, suppose I'm Akshit Tandon, I have 20,000 followers. They will change the name into a shopping site. They will say that we are selling some very good offers of cameras and mobiles. And you can see one complaint I'm showing you. One poor child, he paid 13,000 rupees for something to this page, and finally he was removed and blocked, and a cybercrime took place with him, and now they are not replying also, the money is gone. What were you looking at? You were looking at 20,000 followers. Oh my god, this is a genuine site. It is not a genuine site. This account has been hacked by an influencer like me. I had 20,000 फॉलोअर, इन्होंने मेरा अकाउंट हैक करके रातों रात उसका नाम चेंज कर दिया, उस पर बहुत सारे अट्रैक्टिव प्राइजेस डाल दिए और फिर लोगों को चीट कर लिया. तो प्लीज चेक, ओपन योर आईज. बड़ा आसान होता है इंस्टाग्राम फेसबुक पे चेक करना. जब आप कोई फोटो डालते हो उसके नीचे उसका डेट और टाइम जरूर आता है, कब पोस्ट की गई, कितनी देर पहले पोस्ट की गई. तो उससे भी बहुत सारी चीजें हम लोग पता कर सकते हैं. बट हैव टू बी केयरफुल. These hackers, they can be very, very smart in cheating us in this way. So my dear students, you have to be careful with these social media tools. And coming and understanding the ransomware attack, जैसा मैंने अभी आपको बताया था, ransomware attack एक बड़ा खतरनाक अटैक होता है. इसमें ये लोग क्या करते हैं, हम लोगों को एक ईमेल भेजते हैं. उस ईमेल में there is some zip attachment, fake. वो फेक होता है, या तो PDF फाइल होता है या लिंक फाइल होता है, और हम जैसे ही क्लिक करते हैं वो वायरस एग्जीक्यूट कर जाता है. वो वायरस डाउनलोड होता है और डाउनलोड करके जैसे ही एग्जीक्यूट होता है मेरा पूरा कंप्यूटर लॉक हो जाता है। तो ये थोड़ी डेंजरस चीज है, इसके लिए अच्छी साइबर हाइजीन। नाउ व्हाट इज गुड साइबर हाइजीन? I use all my phones and laptops, all the apps are updated, number one. I use a genuine operating system, updated, genuine antivirus tool, licensed, updated, and I regularly keep scanning. जो सबसे अच्छी प्रैक्टिस है वो ये, डोंट डाउनलोड एनीथिंग फ्रॉम अनऑथराइज्ड सोर्सेज। मुझे कुछ भी डाउनलोड करना है, इट हैज टू बी इन माय ऐप स्टोर, प्ले स्टोर, और मैं 3 चीजें चेक करता हूं। डेवलपर, किसने डेवलप किया है, उसके बाद मैं उसके रिव्यूज चेक करता हूं, उसके बाद मैं उसके कमेंट्स चेक करता हूं कि इसमें किसी ने क्या लिखा है, कैसा लिखा है। आफ्टर गेटिंग अ कंप्लीट पिक्चर एंड ट्रस्ट, देन ओनली आई विल डाउनलोड द एप्लीकेशन। यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल विद रैंसमवेयर। मैं आपको एक सैंपल दिखाता हूं। एक मेल आई मेरे पास, उसमें लिखा है पेमेंट। अच्छा, ये वर्ड्स होते हैं ऐसे, पेमेंट, रिजल्ट, ये हम लोग क्लिक जरूर करते हैं, भले इसमें और कुछ ना लिखा हो, बट एक फेक अटैचमेंट होता है, और अगर हमने गलती से ये फाइल क्लिक कर दी तो हमारा पूरा कंप्यूटर लॉक, और उस पर टाइम बॉम्ब की तरह टाइमर शुरू हो जाता है कि आपके पास इतना टाइम बचा है, आप हमें इतना पैसा दो तब हम आपका डेटा वापस करेंगे। सो दे आर एक्सचेंजिंग, दे आर आस्किंग रैंसम फ्रॉम अस। सो दीज आर द काइंड ऑफ थ्रेट्स वी फेस व्हेन यू गो ऑनलाइन। दूसरा, हमें बड़ा केयरफुल रहना है। आज की तारीख में द हैकर्स हमें कैसे बेवकूफ बना रहे हैं? दीज हैकर्स, दे आर मेकिंग डुप्लीकेट साइट्स, दे आर ट्राइंग टू पुश इट अप, है ना। यू हैव टू बी वेरी केयरफुल अबाउट डोमेन। सपोज एनीथिंग रिलेटेड टू गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, इट हैज टू बी .gov.in, दैट्स इट, फुल स्टॉप, .nic.in, इट हैज टू बी लाइक दिस। अभी आप देखो, मैं आपको एक एग्जांपल दिखा रहा हूं, पासपोर्ट का है। आप हमारी ऑफिशियल वेबसाइट खोलो पासपोर्ट की, एक ही वेबसाइट है, passportindia.gov.in। उस पे इतना बड़ा एक एडवाइजरी आता है। पहले वो एडवाइजरी में कह रहे हैं, हमें पता चला है देयर आर सो मेनी फेक वेबसाइट्स दे हैव मेड लुकिंग विद सिमिलर नेम्स, एंड इट इज indiapassport.org, onlinepassport.com, passportportal.in. These are the kind of domains they are trying to use. तो प्लीज अपनी इंटेलिजेंस को यूज करना है और हमें इनकी बदमाशी में नहीं आना है। वी हैव टू बी वेरी स्मार्ट। मुझे अपना वैक्सीनेशन का डेटा देखना है, इट विल ओनली बी वन प्लेस, cowin.gov.in. It cannot be on cowin-india.org or something. No. So please be very smart and careful before you click on any website or domain. Then my dear friends, on social media, they're also using fake advertisements. Something like this. I saw a very popular name of a restaurant asking me to buy 1 thali and get 2 thali free. And I called this number. The moment I searched this number, I came to know this number is of a fraudster. And they will take your OTP or something and they will do a scam with you. So these are the type of techniques the hackers are using. So please don't get into any such trap where these hackers are trying to track us.
Sir, can I ask a question here?
Yeah, please.
So when you checked this number and you got to know that it's from fraudster, how did you get to know? Have you downloaded any special app for that?
So I have an app called Truecaller, and Truecaller पे क्या हुआ कि कई लोगों के साथ जब ये धोखा होता है तो what they start doing, they start flagging it, they start naming it, it's a fraud, it's a scam. So you will see with red color, it will start showing you on Truecaller that it is not a genuine number, he's scamming people. So this is how Truecaller makes it a little safer for us to understand that okay, whether this number is right or not. Or for example, even if I don't have Truecaller and I call this number, and then the moment I call to take one restaurant thali or something, he is asking me to give my OTP, to give my PIN and my UPI ID. Sorry, that's a scam. Immediately just log out, don't fill in the forms. And they have, these hackers, they have also started targeting us by sending such fake messages. So we call it smishing. मैंने आपको शुरू में सिखाया फिशिंग, वो ईमेल आता है, अब SMS आता है, और SMS में लिखा होता है हम आपका बैंक अकाउंट बंद कर देंगे, आप कृपया इस लिंक पे क्लिक करें। और जैसे यू क्लिक ऑन द लिंक, a ditto looking site of your bank will open, but the URL is wrong. So these are the kind of scams which are very risky and dangerous. So we want all our listeners to be careful. Whether they are offering you a job of 10,000 rupee daily or something, or they are sending you a message in the name of government saying कि government योजना ने आपके खाते में कुछ पैसे जमा किए हैं. And I'm sorry, first of all, these headers are all fake. They are nothing to do with Flipkart and nothing to do with Amazon or nothing to do with Government of India. So on SMS also, the basic cyber hygiene is that I am not clicking on a link which I don't recognize. That is the basic cyber hygiene to be followed. So this is some alerts to be taken care of. Then one more thing I want to mention, especially with the kind of scams we are seeing, the hackers, they are trying to scam you by fake customer care numbers. So I was searching for a customer care number. Listen, all the viewers listen. You need any help with any product, go to the parent website. I have a problem with NCRT. I will go to my parent website and contact NCRT. I will not search that number in a public forum. Because in public forums, the hacker might insert their own number. And when I check it on Truecaller, it shows me that it is a fraud. And these customer care people, these fraud, especially customer care people, they try to take away your OTPs and their PIN numbers, and then you lose huge amount of money. Today, before I come to the law part and the redressal part, I want to add one more very important thing. Today we are in a digital economy framework. Whenever you scan a QR code, listen to me, whenever you scan a QR code, the money goes, it never comes to you. So when you scan a QR code at a terminal, you are sending money to the vendor. First of all, whenever you scan a QR code, check the username properly, very properly. Second, if somebody is sending you a QR code saying that I am giving you money, I'm sorry, that might be a scam. Alert, your money might go out. Second, today Government of India has a mandate for all these debit and credit cards. You have the power to turn on and turn off your card. So today, I don't want to be cheated with my credit or debit card. So I can just use a mobile app of my credit card. I can go to domestic transaction or international transaction, and as per my convenience, I can turn it on or I can turn it off. So today I have no international commitment, so my international transaction is off. Now today I am traveling to Dubai, I have some international transaction to be done there. Before leaving, I will turn it on. Similarly, I can do that on my debit card. So users, be very careful with your digital wallet money. Now last and very important, cyber laws of the country. We all have to follow the law of the land. It is called the Information Technology Act. If I am stealing data or a computer resource or a device, it is a punishable offense. If I am hacking into a computer, password or a unique ID, it's a punishable offense. If I am cheating by personating, I am trying to use somebody else's photo and try to become somebody else, this is also an offense as per the cyber law, punishable. If I am capturing, publishing and transmitting private part pictures, capturing, publishing without consent, it is a punishable offense. The law doesn't allow you to publish obscene material. You are allowed to, you have a freedom of speech and freedom of expression as per the Constitution of India, but no freedom to abuse anybody. No freedom to use obscene material. And similarly, any kind of sexual content, it is a criminal offense. Especially if it is children, it is a very serious offense. Anything related to children, we call it CSAM, child sexual abusive material. And the law is very strict. The punishment may go up to 7 years with a fine of 10 lakh rupees. So we all have to be a good digital citizen, and to be a good digital citizen, I will follow the law of the land. What is the redressal mechanism? Any problem today, we have a national reporting portal and a helpline number, don't forget, 1930. Any cyber fraud, anything happens, just call the number 1930. you will immediately get redressal and you might save your lost money also, but don't waste time. Or you go to this website cybercrime.gov.in. Here we have a special option for women and children, we have a special option for other crimes, and the wonderful part for all the students and teachers listening to me, you have wonderful resources. इतने बढ़िया इसमें किताबें हैं साइबर सेफ्टी की, साइबर सिक्योरिटी की, वीडियोस हैं बहुत अच्छे अच्छे, और सबसे अच्छी बात यह है कि वी हैव मेड इट बाइलिंगुअल, इंग्लिश में भी है किताबें, हिंदी में भी हैं, आप इसे फ्री में डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं। हमारी सीबीएसई और एनसीईआरटी की वेबसाइट पे भी हमारे साइबर पीस के साथ एक किताब बनाई गई है, वो भी आप वहां से डाउनलोड कर सकते हैं। इट इज कॉल्ड साइबर सेफ्टी हैंडबुक फॉर चिल्ड्रन। तो ये जो बुक्स हैं, जो रिसोर्सेज हैं, ये आपके स्टडी करने के लिए। हाँ, ये नंबर बिल्कुल मत भूलिएगा, 1930, that is the helpline number for your any kind of a cyber problem. So today we have this. एक वेबसाइट आप लोग जरूर खोलिएगा, csk.gov.in। मैंने इसे लिख दिया है स्क्रीन पे, CSK का मतलब है साइबर स्वच्छ केंद्र, गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया .gov.in, CSK। ये हमारे सारे जो अलर्ट्स आते हैं, लेटेस्ट अलर्ट्स, कौन कौन सा वायरस आ रहा है, कौन सा लेटेस्ट अलर्ट है, रैंसमवेयर कौन सा है, मैलवेयर, मोबाइल में कौन सा खतरा आजकल चल रहा है, इसकी पूरी जानकारी आपको मिलती है। और अगर आपको बहुत सिंपल भाषा में ये करना है तो प्लीज हमारे साइबर दोस्त हैंडल को फॉलो करिए, ट्विटर पे, फेसबुक पे और इंस्टाग्राम पे। ये भारत सरकार का हैंडल है, गृह मंत्रालय ने बनाया है। इट इज बीइंग मेड बाय गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया, MHA, and it is called Cyber Dost.
All right. So we have got last 9 minutes left for this conversation. And
so we will take some questions.
Yes, sir. We've got a couple of questions. So should I ask you, or you want a few minutes for wrapping up?
I'll leave it to you. Just put on some questions for me.
Okay. So in the last PPT slide only, when there's cybercrime.gov.in, there are two questions here. So are you saying that hackers can't use .gov.in, or can they use in their fraud websites .gov.in?
.gov.in is an authorized domain of Government of India. .nic.in is an authorized domain. What these hackers can do, they can misspell it. So suppose my website is cybercrime.gov.in, ncrt.gov.in. What they can do is they can make ncrt.gov.in. The dot is missing. So they can take a .in domain. So they play with the spelling. So that is where I need alertness of the users to look at the spelling. My website is rakshittandan.com and you accidentally open rakshittondan.com. Now A and O, they are normally taken as Tandon and Tondon. But yes, that is for sure that these hackers, they cannot block or cannot use a domain like .gov.in. तो आपने मेरे उस स्लाइड में देखा होगा, मैं आपको फिर से एक बार रिकैप करा देता हूँ, जहां हमारी पासपोर्ट की वेबसाइट है जो गवर्नमेंट ऑफ इंडिया की, they have made a big advertisement or a kind of a advisory.
Yes.
तो आप इस एडवाइजरी को दोबारा देखोगे तो इसमें भी जो बदमाशों ने नाम बनाए हैं, you can see the names they have used. तो ये भी इन्होंने जो नाम यूज किए हैं, these are all you can see passport-india.in, passportindia.com, similar looking, but they cannot go to .gov.in.
Okay. So they can confuse people very easily, but
Yes.
they cannot use the domain .gov.in. Okay.
That is authorized only for Government of India operations, websites and tools, and that is what we have to learn. I hope you remember during the first and second wave of COVID, the hackers, they were trying to even mislead the UPI handle which was given for COVID for the Prime Minister Care Fund.
Yes.
Similarly, they were misusing it. So they just changed the spelling of care. Instead of C-A-R-E, it's C-A-E-R.
Right. We remember that. All right. So that's a very big clue for all the viewers who are using these websites. Okay. So I'll move to the next question. When you said that whenever you download anything from App Store or Play Store, you check three things. One is who is the developer, and then the reviews, and then comments. So how do you know that the reviews and comments are genuine? Any signs in particular that shows its authenticity? Because even reviews and comments are paid these days.
I know, but then if they are paid, so there will be only positives or negatives.
Okay.
They can be mixed. So when you start seeing mixed reviews and they are in a good number of quantity, and you can see, and then Google also will play a review store, then you have the star rating which cannot be faked. So all these things and factors become common. Developer is very important, and if children are listening to me and parents are listening to me, then there is one more thing which has to be taken care of, and that is called age rating. That is called age rating. So like I'll just quickly switch on my screen and show you a Play Store, exactly a Play Store, so that we all can have a grip of what I'm trying to say.
Okay.
Just quickly let me open a Play Store on my browser. So let's open this Google Play Store, for example, and we are looking for a game. Now children loves games, so what they do, they go and they download a game. Say for example, they try to download Call of Duty, right? So when you go to Call of Duty, you will see this app on the front row. So you see the company which has made, that is Activision Publishing, but you also see the age rating is 16 plus. Now I want my children to be responsible, and my parents also to take the responsibility that my children should not consume any application which is not meant for their age. So if it is 16 plus, then wait, you are 11 years old, you are not supposed to play this game. That is what I meant to say. And then you talk about the developer part. So let me take a very good example of WhatsApp. Let's say WhatsApp I want to download. So when I write WhatsApp on my Play Store, you will see a lot of wonderful icons coming. Still looking icons, all these green ones, right? But when you look at, this is being made by WhatsApp LLC. That means this is an authorized app. This is also authorized, this is also authorized, but this is a third party thing, something. It is not made by WhatsApp, the developer has changed. It is Bringer. It has nothing to do with WhatsApp. This WhatsApp is not made by WhatsApp, it is some geek soft something. So that is where the user have to be very, very smart.
Okay. And sir, for all the gaming apps, the age rating is mandatory?
Very important, yes, yes. And it has an age rating, and parents, they have to take care of this. I am very sorry when I see a lot of children consuming games which are not meant for their right age, and they start playing in very actively, और फिर बाद में हमें बड़ी दिक्कतें आती हैं, एडिक्शन भी हो जाता है, कई बार उनके पैसे भी चले जाते हैं और बहुत नुकसान पहुंचता है.
Right. Okay. So because we don't have much time left, there's a one more important question, so we'll take and then wrap the session up. So students of our age or this young generation, they are well versed with technology, but these social media platforms, they are used by people of all ages, be it parents, be it even 60 plus people. They use these social media platforms, be it Instagram or YouTube or even Facebook. So they are not well versed with technology, and they don't give much importance to the security measures or verification steps. So anything or any advice, suggestion you have for these particular people?
For all people, I would say, ma'am, because I have, for all people, I have this advice. The first advice is that whatever social media you consume, first go and learn the safety, security and privacy part of it. There are 3 simple buttons you will find in every application, whether it is Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, WhatsApp. First, control your privacy and security, very important. Second, stay away from fake news. Don't entertain any friend which you don't know in real life. Please be very careful of sharing information. Your digital footprints are forever. You cannot delete your digital footprint. So whatever you do today, it is always there to stay. So if I click a picture and send it to somebody, it is gone. You cannot have a delete command to remove it from there. So think before you post. and stay away from these unknown friends and people who are tempting you. Abhi, in adults, I have seen a lot of scams happening, especially this gift scam. So they make a foreigner kind of a profile, they make friends with you, they call you, they send you some expensive gift, they send you pictures of expensive gifts, and finally you are duped with a lot of money. So there have been a lot of cases and incidences about these gift scam also. So safety, security, and privacy is very important.
Sir, and this was a wonderful conversation we have with you and on cyber safety, connect with care. And I really want to thank you for this entire training program and you giving us your time regarding this topic. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you to all the participants, but before leaving, I really have very important information for all of you. This was the 5-day online training on social media for education, and there's a post-session activity which I mentioned in the beginning of this session. So let me take you to there, and please type in your Google CIET. So you will get the website of CIET, like you can see here. So we are having this website ciet.nic.in. This is the genuine website, and if you'll see the options here, go to events, and second last option is workshop/training, and this is the trainings. Here we mention all the trainings we have had. So this is the online training on social media for education. Please click here. This started on 21st of February, and today is 25th, which is the last day. And this is the entire schedule of this online training. This is everything about this online training, the objectives, who all can participate. If you have not registered yet, then please either click on this link and register yourself, or scan this QR code and register yourself. If you have missed our earlier sessions, then you can watch them here. This is the link provided to you. Our channel is ncertofficial, and the post-session activity is the quiz, which will be updated on 6 p.m., which is 1 hour from now, and closing date would be 15th of March, 11:55 p.m. So you have more than 15 days to appear for this quiz, and you will get a certificate, a participating certificate, if you score 70% or more in this quiz. And if you want to submit the feedback, this is the form available. For any queries, this is our email ID, which is training.helpdesk@ciet.nic.in. So this page is all about our online training on social media for education on our website of Central Institute of Educational Technology. And with this, we are wrapping up this online training. I really hope that you enjoyed and you got the information which you were looking for. I would like to thank you once again. Please keep on watching PM eVidya channels, and we are now coming up with another special program of ours, Sahyog, where we'll discuss the topic 21st Century Skills for Students' Holistic Development. Stay with us, don't go anywhere. Till then, take care. Namaskar.